Alex knelt in his backyard, digging in the soft dirt. He loved searching for buried treasure, even if it was just a lost bottle cap. Suddenly, his fingers brushed something hard and smooth. He dug deeper and pulled out a gold pocket watch. It gleamed in the afternoon sun. The watch was unlike anything Alex had ever seen. It was intricately engraved with strange symbols. He traced the symbols with his finger, curious. As he touched the watch's face, it began to hum. He felt a strange tingling sensation starting at his fingertips. The tingling spread quickly through his whole body. The world around him swirled into a dizzying blur of colors and light. Alex squeezed his eyes shut, waiting for the strange feeling to pass. When he finally opened his eyes, he was in a place he'd never seen before.
And just like that, Alex's simple backyard adventure turned into something extraordinary.
Alex found himself standing in a vast courtyard. Towering stone columns reached towards the sky. Strange symbols like those on the watch decorated the walls. He was surrounded by people dressed in linen clothes, their heads adorned with jewels and headdresses. "Where am I?" Alex whispered, his voice trembling.
"Welcome to ancient Egypt, young traveler," a deep voice boomed.
Alex turned and found himself facing a tall man wearing a golden headdress. He had a kind face and piercing eyes. Two guards, armed with spears, stood behind him.
"I am Pharaoh Khepri," the man continued, "and it seems fate has brought you to us at this time of need."
Pharaoh Khepri led Alex into his palace, a magnificent structure filled with treasures and bustling with activity. They sat on cushioned thrones in a grand hall sipping sweet fruit juice.
"A monstrous beast, the sand monster, has risen from the desert," Khepri revealed. "It threatens to bury our city in sand if we don't stop it."
"But how?" Alex asked, his eyes wide with concern. "What can I do?"
Khepri pointed to an elaborate drawing on the wall. It depicted a shimmering golden shield.
"Only the sacred sun shield, hidden within the sun temple, can defeat the monster," he explained. "But the temple is filled with ancient puzzles and traps. We need your help to navigate them."
The Sun Temple stood on the edge of the city, bathed in the golden glow of the setting sun. Its massive stone walls were adorned with hieroglyphs that seemed to whisper secrets. Alex and Pharaoh Khepri, accompanied by a small group of guards, approached the temple entrance. As they stepped inside, the air grew heavy with a sense of ancient power. Torches flickered, casting dancing shadows on the walls. The first chamber was a maze of towering statues, their stone eyes seeming to follow their every move.
"The secrets of the sacred sun shield lie within these walls, but only those who prove their worth can claim it."
The temple presented a series of challenges, each more difficult than the last. They encountered hidden passages that opened with the push of specific hieroglyphs, rotating floors that threatened to drop them into darkness, and even a chamber filled with shimmering illusions. Through each challenge, Alex's quick thinking and courage proved invaluable. One chamber held a giant stone sphinx, its eyes glowing with an eerie light.
"Only those who solve my riddles may pass."
The Sphinx posed 3 riddles, each testing Alex's wit and knowledge. He closed his eyes, concentrating hard. He thought about the stories his grandfather used to tell him, stories of brave heroes and clever solutions. One by one, Alex solved the riddles, his confidence growing with each answer. With a rumble that shook the chamber, the Sphinx granted them passage to the inner sanctum of the temple. The sacred sun shield, a magnificent golden disc, rested on an altar in the heart of the temple. As Alex reached for it, a deafening roar shook the very foundations of the temple. The sand monster had arrived. Sand poured through the temple entrance, threatening to bury them alive.
"We have to stop it!"
Alex shouted, grabbing the shield. They raced out of the crumbling temple and into the city where the monstrous sand monster rampaged. It was a terrifying sight, a swirling vortex of sand and fury towering over the city walls. Its glowing eyes burned with destructive rage. Alex, empowered by the sun shield, stood bravely before the monster. He raised the shield, its polished surface reflecting the sunlight directly into the monster's eyes. The beast roared in pain and staggered back. The blinding light weakened the monster, giving Pharaoh Khepri and his guards the chance to attack. They fought bravely, their spears finding weak points in the monster's swirling form. Finally, with a deafening roar, the sand monster collapsed into a heap of sand. Defeated, the city erupted in cheers, celebrating their victory. Khepri, eternally grateful, presented Alex with a gift, a golden scarab amulet.
You saved our city, young hero. Wear this amulet with pride.
As Alex examined the amulet, he noticed a strange inscription on its underside. It was a map depicting a series of islands and a swirling vortex of energy. One island, marked with a shining star, seemed to call out to him. Alex realized this was only the beginning of his adventure. The golden pocket watch had opened a door to a world of mystery and excitement, and he couldn't wait to see where it would take him next.